we were just like, looking around on a nice walk, and I see a man, and I'm like, is that Schmidt? What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of our carcast.
Yo.
We got a Coco.
We got Coco, we got Bear, we got Synagogues. Yo, I have this thing called a Cool. It's like a little drink. It's called Cool. Did you know
No,
it's
it's
called?
not called Cool. It's the brand.
Then why is it called? It says Cool on the thing.
No, that's just the brand, bro. It's one of those probiotic drinks that you find in like Korean markets, like H-Mart. And
yeah, we went to H-Mart for the first time.
Yeah.
In our last carcast, actually.
What an experience, man.
And we got these things.
They had lychee for so cheap.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
These things are low-key kind of really good.
Yeah.
They're like milk shots.
No, they're probiotic drinks.
You want some?
No. I'm chewing gum, so that would be weird.
Yeah, they're like very flavorful. And yeah, I think one thing that's kind of cool about Koreatown is that there's this like this undercover, like underground, like little village of like an Asian market. Like next to H-Mart, there was a food court, all these Asian spots that I've never seen in my life. I felt like I was in Asia.
Yeah, it was actually funny because we were the only non-Asians there. I'm like, this is legit. That's how you know.
I'm Asian.
I'm
Asian. Half Asian.
I forgot that Barry's half
Asian.
Filipino. But yeah, it was just like this food court, like a whole mall. Like,
yeah.
I was like, where are we right now? In Koreatown, in LA, has like 5 H-Marts within minutes of each other. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's not where we are today. Where we are is Hancock Park.
Yeah, Hancock Park. I don't know what
Also
we're talking
known
about
as like the greater Wilshire area.
Yeah.
But we go by Hancock Park. The interesting thing about Hancock Park is that there's not much here, just a lot of living space. Lots of like huge houses that I'm convinced come from like old money.
Yeah, like a lot of that old money style. It's not like those, not a ton of like those really modern LA homes you'll see with like boxes. Instead, you'll see like those nice traditional American kind of homes.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: this low-key kind of famous actor named what's his name? He's Schmidt.
Max Greenfield.
Oh, Max Greenfield. He's Schmidt from New Girl. If you've seen that show.
Yeah.
We would we have some stories of running into him. We'll get to that in a second. But you know, one thing I was kind of interested in today was stats on life. And what do I mean by stats on life? I mean, like, wouldn't it be cool to see the total number of hours I've slept since I've been alive? Like, how many
like imagine
hours?
you could just like tap a spot in your brain and all these stats just like come up right in front of you. That'd be so sick. Like the other day I was thinking about like, you know, I saw a car door that was left ajar.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, no one was in the car. And I was thinking to myself, you know, sometimes you do something nice for a stranger. Like, you might notice that they left their door open, for example. But then that person's never going to really know. I would love to know how many times it's happened to me. Not that I closed this person's door, because I was already piecing out. But what I'm saying is, I would love to know
number of random acts of kindness.
Number of random acts of kindness that I will never know because, like, I wasn't there. Like, it's just, like, a thing that happened. I would love to know stuff like that.
I wonder how many people have, like, you know, what's another random act of kindness? It's like a weird stat to
The car is, like, the main thing I can think of. Maybe, like, you know, if you... Oh, for example, in our apartment complex, we found a pair of keys on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, I think, like a BMW or something like that. But it was only of that kind in the apartment complex. Like, that was the only car that was that brand. So then we were just like, oh, let's just go put these keys at the person's door. And they're never going to know that we did that.
That's true.
Those types of things where it's like this unknown, like...
That's a random act of kindness that we did. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm sure there's more than just, like, car-related ones. Yeah. But, you know, just that type of thing.
Why is this going to become a car YouTube channel? Everything is related to cars these days.
You're making a fair point. I mean, we do carcasts.
Yeah, car Tesla videos.
You know, I never saw myself as a car person, so I don't know how this is happening to me.
I would love to see, like, total number of miles that I've walked.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Like, I guess we're
if only
kind
we
of
wore
close.
Apple Watches since birth. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
we kind of have a good idea for like the past couple of years since we have these watches.
That's true.
But like,
But
what
like
about for
lifetime?
life?
What about when you were like a kid?
Yeah.
Just like running around all these miles. Oh my god, that'd be so sick.
And that'd be cool if like everything was like so shareable. I wonder if in like 50 years we'd get to a point where everyone has like a digital screen above their head that they can tap and be like, oh, how many countries have you been to?
In 10 years?
In 50 years, maybe.
50, bro.
You don't think so?
That's like a 200-year kind of thing. What do you say, Coco? Would you want stats about your life?
I mean, what I've learned is that technology moves faster than we think. Like 10 years ago, was like self-driving cars even like a thought people had?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, what about 20 years from before today?
I mean, I'm pretty sure self-driving cars were thought of for a long time now. You saw them in like sci-fi movies back in like the like 70s. So I think as a concept, it definitely was an idea.
It is an idea in Black Mirror right now. Like they have that episode where people have like these screens above their head about like their disposition of like how much they're liked. Like they have ratings, right? They have
What's
like
fighting me? Oh, yeah, but that's not like stats on life. That's more like social media. That's who you are.
That's true, but
like that wasn't really...
I don't think the stats part is the hard part. I feel like the hard part is
the stats part sounds so difficult.
Like just like manual stats. Like if you want to say like how many countries I've been to, you could probably just like manually enter it in.
Oh, right.
But having like sort of like a verifiable e-card that appears above your screen, like a virtual screen of some sort.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, cool. I don't know about how technologically can be achieved, but I think it'd be something really cool. Or maybe when you die, you can see all these things.
Yeah.
Like, you just get a rundown of your whole life. Like, you walked this many miles, you talked to this many people, you uttered these many words.
Oh, man, I'd love to see word count. What do you think your word count is?
I mean, there's a ton of studies about how women on average speak X amount of words per day versus men. There's a ton of studies where we could get, like, a general idea. And I would say you probably speak half the amount of words I speak.
Yeah. Man, that would be so cool.
That would be so cool. So cool indeed. I agree with your statement. But yeah, so we are currently like in the neighborhood part of Hancock Park, aka the whole part of Hancock Park.
Yeah.
And a couple stories about Max Greenfield, aka Schmidt from New Girl.
Yeah. Tell us about the first time that we ran into this man.
Yeah, this man. You see, we were just on a walk. It was actually shortly after we moved around to this general area. And we were just like, looking around on a nice walk, and I see a man, and I'm like, is that Schmidt? Because let me explain. This man looked very different, okay? He had like a mustache, like a big stash, like very large stash, and just like looked quite different to the point where I was like, I'm not sure. And I haven't seen him since he was like a New Girl, like years ago. Look him up on Instagram. He does have that mustache. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's Schmidt. Very creepy that I know where he lives now, but I do. And like my running route always just goes by his house by chance. So I just keep seeing him, and I feel like a stalker, but that's not what I'm doing. I just happen to see him because his house is in my running route. Like, what am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
And then one time I was running with her, and we saw him with like his daughter. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow.
Which gets even more creepy if you think about it.
We're just
and then we see his daughter in his Instagram, and we're like, this feels very creepy.
Yeah.
But like, I have an inside scoop, you know?
Yeah, it's like people are just living regular lives, and we're just here.
Yeah, we're just here.
We're just here.
Like, we're just like in this area. And oh wait, another fun fact about Hancock Park. How can we forget this, Barry? How can we forget? How did you forget? The mayor lives here.
Oh yeah, the mayor of LA.
Fun fact, what's his name?
I want to say it's Eric Garcia.
You know, that sounds right.
Sounds right.
He lives somewhere around here apparently.
I'm gonna put you on the spot because we do you know who the governor?
Gavin Newsom.
We were talking about the governor of California the other day. Neither of us could figure out his name, and it was so embarrassing.
You know how bad that is? Like, I've lived here for, 2 years? Barry's lived here for 3+.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. By guys, I mean us too.
That's true.
Come on.
Well, I think Max Greenfield has the perfect amount of fame, where it's like, it's cool that you're famous, but you're also like still able to live a regular life.
Yeah.
Where people don't like,
They're not gonna harass you.
Yeah, you don't get harassed. Crazy
Yeah, I
enough.
guess like what is that considered? Is that like a C-lister, B-lister? Is that the type of life that
Yeah,
they live?
I think, yeah, I don't know. Max Greenfield, what is he? B-lister, C-lister?
I don't know, because I would say B-lister. Like I would say a lot of people know who that is.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like
Girl's
New
pretty
Girl's like
popular
a popping show, I would say.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, I would say.
Hancock Park. I mean, I'm not sure if you could see the houses in the footage,
Yeah,
but
we just
hopefully
drove.
you could. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
It's really strange how large these homes are right in the middle of a city, and then all of a sudden you can see here there's like tiny apartments, and the neighborhoods can get pretty sketchy like very quickly.
That's like LA though.
Yeah.
Like LA is one of the only cities I know where you can go from one block that is so nice, like wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bougie. And then like the next neighborhood is just like a little sketch. Like
Yeah.
like just like blocks away from each other.
Yeah.
It's one of the only places I know that's like that.
Yeah, and this is a pretty good spot to like where it exemplifies. Like we were on our way to before we were starting the carcast, we saw like some people getting arrested
Oh yeah.
because there was like this whole police scene, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, just at the corner of the street, like just a whole scene.
Yeah. Man. And
Yeah. 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 Coco, what are you thinking right now? What you thinking, Coco, huh? She likes to sit at our feet during the carcast and just start licking our feet for comfort.
that's Coco's favorite thing.
That's her thing. Because I can't tell if she likes being in the car or not. Most of the time, she just kind of like chills and has a pretty good time. But then other times, she like wants to hide at our feet. So I'm like, which one is it?
Yeah.
Do you like it or do you not like it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like Coco's just got such a nice, simple life. Just chilling. I had this great idea for a YouTube video where we just basically follow the life of Coco. We just put a camera on her and just like POV her the whole way through her day and just see what a day of her life is.
Wait, man, this is important information you left out before. I didn't know we were going to put a camera on her. That's much more interesting. Before, the way Barry described it is that we would just like film her all day, and I'm like, that sounds.
No, I wanted to
random.
do like a day in the life of Coco, and we do POV, and then I voice over what Coco's thinking throughout the video.
Oh, well, that's much more interesting.
I got shot down with this idea.
Well, listen, because I thought it was just like literally following her around, and she's like, whenever we try filming her, she never is gonna look straight at the camera. Like, it's very hard to really film Coco.
Yeah.
Like, she'll just run away. So that's why I was like, huh? But if the camera's attached to her, it's much more interesting.
Yeah, we can attach it like a body strap, put a camera on it, and then we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna go ahead and reconsider your idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also now that we're passing by these houses again, I think it's kind of cool how we'll see some of these houses have like their own personal security guard.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm like, wow, a personal security guard. You got to be either like very paranoid or very important. Or very important to like really want like a personal security guard here.
I kind of think like there's a lot of like consulates around here that are just like hidden among the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. Like all those houses just happen to need security guards for that purpose.
Oh, like because you're an important government official, so you need to make sure you're well kept.
Yeah. Like I think there's like the Turkey consulate somewhere around.
Yeah, the Turkish consulate, the Thai consulate. There's a Canadian consulate as well. I think.
Yeah, and it's just like within a neighborhood. Like it's very cash.
It's a poppin' evening today. A lot of people biking and walking.
Oh yeah.
Living life.
A lot of people staring at our camera like what? All right. Thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah, that's Hancock Park.
That is Hancock Park. Pretty small neighborhood to drive through, but always great. Come out here if you're trying to go on a walk.
Yeah,
I would
great
say.
place for walking.
Trying to do some house watching. Definitely come out here.
Absolutely. Peace and love as always. Say bye, Coco.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time.